All right. Okay. So I decided that, I've been out of commission for some time, and I knew a lot of like the reason I've been out of commission was because I felt really overwhelmed by crunching numbers and like hitting quotas and hitting Success Club and bringing in new like coaches and challengers and like all that stuff. Like all of my goals I've been setting for myself all of October, all of November was like hit Success Club 5 and bring on 3 new coaches and have a coach go Emerald. And like, it was about like these numbers, and I've lost a lot about why I started coaching in the first place. So Kelly, you called me yesterday, Monday, that's yesterday, about this, and I felt like, it's kind of like a sign, because I really do believe in signs. And Molly, we were talking about this, I think like last week when we were both about to die, like, holy crap, I can't do all these things. And then it was like ironic because Melanie Mitro's video about her Tip Tuesday was about the same thing. So it was like 3 different signs about the same topic. And I'm like, all right, this has got to be like a sign that, this is really how this business is supposed to function. And this was like my core value of why I started becoming a coach was people and relationships and honestly just caring about people and really helping them be successful. Just like someone believed in me, and Molly, somebody believed in you, and Kelly, you're just amazing and you just believed in yourself and just wanted to do this. But like you believed in us. So that was like such a huge thing for both of us and getting us started and motivating us. So I was doing a lot more research, and a lot of this is kind of what we already know, but I thought it would be just nice to kind of get face to face and just talk a little bit more about this to really empower each other to do something that we all firmly believe in, and that's really building that strong relationship with our clients. So personally, what I've kind of done is I cap out at 3 challengers a month. That's what I said for this month. If I have 3 challenges this month, I'm not going to get on anybody else because I really want to regain my focus. And for me, that was, quality customers and really spending that time with those 3 people. So I like had one of my friends sign up like 4 days ago, which was like my first challenger in like 3 months. I had been like talking to them for a while, but it was like genuinely building that relationship and being like, so what are your goals? And like listening as opposed to being like, I got 20 minutes, tell me your goals. I got to write these down, like get that meal plan to you, not really care, not really follow up with you. And I had somebody else that actually reached out to me and was just kind of like, hey, I really need to lose weight, like help me. And I sent them a form. Like this was my first time sending a form. And like I'm scheduling like a call. But it was like nurturing these 2 relationships that I have so far. And honestly, I feel like the weight has been lifted off of my shoulder to like hit quotas and numbers. And, if like this person falls through, like I don't have another person lined up, but like I'm okay with that for like the first time. And I thought that that was so important because that's bringing us back to why we started this business, is really individually helping people. And, originally I'm like, you know what, that's not really gonna pay my bills and that's not really gonna make me grow because it's only 3 people. But Kelly, we were talking about this, and Melanie Mitro was talking about this, as well as the Teamsy guy. He's like, each person knows 200 plus people that they can add to your influencer circle. And somebody else that I was discussing too, who's also a nurse recruiter, she was like, the most effective way that we find new recruits is by word of mouth. It's by referral. And that's so true, because that right there is already build such a strong relationship. Even when you don't know somebody, if someone's referring you to somebody, if someone is already your bridge of contact, so you're not having to reach out for those cold leads anymore. You have close people that you're talking to and friends of friends, and they've had a good experience and you're confident about that experience. I've realized a lot of my clients, I'm not even confident about the service I provided for them, because I feel like, I sold a challenge pack and I kind of like ran away. I'm like, I sold and I left because I was, I had 5-10 people and I couldn't keep up with it with my busy life. It wasn't practical for my life. I was reaching for like other people's goals and comparing myself to other people who didn't have the same lifestyle and priorities as I had. So for me to refocus on that, for me to come back and collect myself and, start one conversation a day, every day of the week. One person you pick from your list, one person you ran into who you continue that conversation with. Like I ran into 3 people at the mall this past weekend. all of which are like old friends of mine, you know, like it's a great way for me to stay in contact with them for this week. You know, those were my people that I'm going to connect to, as opposed to 5 people a day, because that for me starts to get diluted and I start to get hard on myself, and it puts me like in this rut where I feel like a horrible coach. So that's kind of where I wanted to like reshift my focus. And I know that there's like 2 different types of coaches out there. And that's what I've kind of had to differentiate, that there are the coaches out there who can crunch and run with numbers, coaches who, you know, can set a goal that's number based and hit that goal and not feel, you know, like be able to be on top of it. And then there's coaches out there that are very like emotionally centered. And I feel like I definitely tend towards that emotional center. I tend to be like that kind of person who that connection with a person is so much more than, you know, hitting those goals that everybody else, you know, tells me I should hit. Hi, naked baby. You're so cute. I saw your little naked tushy. You're so cute. Aw. So I was kind of coming back to that. And when I was listening to Melanie Mitro's phone conversation about her Tip Tuesday, it was just that. It was just her coming back and saying, you know, cherish each client you have. And me and Kelly, we were talking about, you know, sending out just a card and say like, welcome and congratulations on your journey. I'm super excited for you. But like taking it back to being like, how would I feel when I first started and someone would say that to me? Or even how I felt like when Molly, you messaged me when I was in my rut and just asked me, how am I doing? Like, is there anything I need? Like that hand to hold. It's a 5-second text or it's a 5-second call or a 20-minute call, but it changed everything about the experience. So it's really providing people with a business-like experience in the sense of creating an experience for them that's actually worth the investment that they've made into you. So a few things that I'm going to start doing, and I'm putting this out there to hold myself accountable and to keep myself accountable, is sending that welcome card to every person that signs up. You know, just a thank you so much. I'm so excited for you for joining this journey. I'm super excited to have you, and I can't wait to see your progress and cheer you on like with your goals. And just send that out. And, you know, do my weekly check-ins with them, you know, really kind of guide them and handhold them and help them with a meal plan if they need to. Just things that I really haven't felt like I've done in the past, or I've done but not consistently, because the volume becomes so massive for me to give each person that attention, but really kind of starting from like ground zero, working on those relationships all over again. And the point of this Zoom call was not for me to like talk and give tips. Is more of like getting you guys' opinions and seeing where you guys were, and kind of like a check-in too with all of you, and just kind of being like, what do you guys think? What have you guys done so far? How has this month been for you? How are you guys feeling too? So I think you're folding laundry, Molly. Are you folding laundry? Yeah. I saw pants go up and I'm like, she's folding laundry.
Sorry.
I have my pile right there. No judging. No judging.
I listened to every single word. I was like looking around the room. I was like, shit.
No, I was like, I think she's folding. But yeah, so like, how's it been going for you? Because I know like you just finally, congratulations, just take your exam.
I know. I have one more on Thursday, and then I'm officially done.
Oh, what do you have on Thursday?
Microbiology.
I was going to say micro.
I like worry less about that because I like always know exactly what's going to be on the test. My anatomy professor's like, oh, let me throw you some curveballs that you've never seen before. So, yeah. No, I feel like I'm like right where you are, where I just got so overwhelming that I felt like I couldn't keep up with everyone. I was like, I think it was last month where I was like, God, like, I don't even know what challengers I do have. And I feel like, you know, it is kind of funny because I'm like, man, life has like seriously gotten the best of me. Mm-hmm. And I feel like all my challengers are kind of like that too. But I feel like I haven't had a challenger in a while who's like really excited and really stuck with it. I want to say Stephanie's kind of like my last person who just signed up as a coach. So yay. So, you know, especially with Steph, who for so long we thought she'd be a great coach, and we were so excited for her to sign up. I just really want to take the time to like make sure that she doesn't feel overwhelmed, and you know, she's got a new baby at home. So I just like really want to take the time to make sure she's set up for success. And there's been like I've got like 10 people that I've talked to continuously like over the last 6 months that, you know, money is the issue every single time. So, which I understand. And I'm at the point where if money is the issue, I'm just like, great. Like if you want, I'll let you know when my next group starts. And if your money situation is better, then you're more than welcome. I think I've even kind of gone out of my way to like the last 2 or 3 months, which I think has really helped, is when people just want to like better themselves, but they can't afford it. I'm like, you know what, let me just add you into the group anyway. And maybe you'll find some type of motivation or pick up like a healthier habit to at least kind of get you started. And I think that's like really helped because like the girl that messaged me today, I did that with her last month, and she was like, I'm gonna order those containers on Amazon. And I'm like, no, don't do that. Like, it's not the same thing.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. And I feel like I diverted from that, and that's how I was before. And it's like, I was like, well, what's the benefit of it? And, you know, I do think that like they should at least do the free like account with us, like on, you know, Beachbody, just to like have them on our like list. And if we ever decide to send out emails or stuff like that, so they can be a part of our group and like that community. But other than that, like, yeah, I don't feel like there has to be, you know, a hidden agenda in the sense of making a sale at that moment. Really just like caring about people and showing that like you genuinely are interested in them. And I know that that works best for me. It's like, and I feel like when I feel that way, that's what radiates. You know what I mean? Like in my messages or maybe in my tone, I'm not really sure because I feel like my messages look the same, but I guess they can feel it, or the energy is different. But I've had so many people like literally just today when I'm like, I'm just not going to worry about this anymore. Like, just seriously, I don't care anymore. More people are like, so, like, tell me more about this. I'm like, really? Like, really? Like, now you want to know? Like, when I've gone through, like, the rut in the ground and I'm finally like, okay, crawling out of it. Now you want to know? But it's because it's like I genuinely just care. And I don't want to lose sight of that anymore. I feel like because I lost sight of that for, like, the past few months, it's been like, Parisa's not Parisa. You know, Parisa's like goal crunching. Parisa's trying to hit 6 figures. And instead of like getting anywhere close to 6 figures, I went to 0 figures. Like I like completely took a turn, and I'm like, what just happened to me? I don't even want to talk to people. So, I mean, yeah, I agree with you, Molly. I think I'm going to definitely start doing that, and I'm going to do a 10-day till Christmas giveaway. Kelly, do you mind if I take your ideas from the first 10 days that you posted? Because those were awesome.
Right.
Kind of like give like little gifts that I could just mail out in an envelope, because those get pricey when you have to package them and ship them out. But yeah, and probably just be Starbucks gift cards because I'm obsessed with Starbucks.
Yeah, I felt like I got to the point where if I heard like the word Success Club one more time, I was gonna like punch somebody in the face, because it almost like when you don't hit it makes you feel like this huge failure, even though I feel like the last few months I've built better relationships with people and not sold anything.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's gonna benefit me better like long term. Like my friend Whitney, who she signed up last month and she did Core de Force, and her entire family ended up sick with a stomach bug like 3 times, like just kept circling through the house. And she goes, she was like, she's like, this month wasn't even a complete fail for me, because the first week we were so great. Like her husband was drinking Shakeology with her. All the kids were eating healthy. Everybody felt better. And she was going to cancel her she canceled her Shakeology order because money was tight, and she ended up reordering it. She was like, I canceled my order, but then we wanted another bag. So I got another bag. So we've talked about like, she's in the sneak peek for coaching coming up, and Stephanie's really excited. Like Tommy's getting ready to buy hammer and chisel under her. She's got her friend Jenny. So she's excited. So I just feel like I feel so much better about just like keeping my relationships with people and checking in. And, you know, I know Trudy wants to sign back up in January. Even Becca, who's in the group now, she actually, I had her in my health bet challenge, and Carrie never said anything to her about it. And she reached out to me and she was like, this health bet challenge, like, what is it? So I added her. And I didn't realize she didn't have a challenge pack because she had been doing 21 Day Fix, but she borrowed the DVDs from somebody. So she actually ended up ordering a challenge pack. And I thought she had already signed up under Carrie. So Carrie's like, Becca ordered a challenge pack and I can't find her. She ended up under me because I had her email from the Health Bet Challenge. And I was like, oh, but you know, it was one of those things where I had been like encouraging her, and Carrie wasn't even in that challenge because she didn't want to be in it.
Yeah.
So we transferred her over, which is totally fine. But even that, like, that wasn't even my customer. And I think I built like a great relationship with her, and she's like super on track this month, is super excited. So yeah, I just feel like a lot better. I'm right there with you, like just not focusing on like, yeah, I would love to hit Success Club, but I'm not like, oh my God, I didn't hit Success Club. Like I did nothing this month, because it's not true.
Yeah. And I feel like honestly it's lifestyle too. Like I literally went and got food because I was like, if I cook food tonight, I won't have time to do the other things that are also important, because literally I walked into the house at like 6:30. By the time I got Amelia settled and, you know, did a few things of my own, it was already 8 o'clock for this, then it's time to put her to, it's like, if I need to balance, you know, all the things that are important with like Amelia and like my boyfriend and the household stuff and mom life and woman life, as well as school and work and, you know, everything, it's kind of like, I have to make reasonable, what do they say, SMART goals, specific, measurable, attainable goals that I can actually reach, because that's going to keep me like going, as opposed to setting such high expectations for myself, which is something that it's natural for me to do. I always like aim so high, but I'm also really hard on myself. So when I don't hit those goals, I like crumble. It's not like I can even stand afloat. I'm just like, I'm a complete failure. Like last month, it was like, maybe I should just not be a coach. Like I'm not going to quit coaching altogether because I want my discount and I'm going to drink my shake, but maybe I'm just not going to coach a single person anymore because I just don't feel like I can coach them. And I'm like, after 3 years, like that's how you're feeling? Like, no, like you need to go back and like revamp everything and, you know, figure that out for yourself. But again, there are people out there who aren't like us and like don't have to function like us. So it's like, I've had to realize that like, it's not just one way is the right way. Everybody has their way. And just because mine's different than somebody else's or somebody else is different than mine doesn't mean one's wrong. It just means like people are driven by different things. And I've always been driven by relationships. Like, it's why I became a nurse. I mean, it's why I did half the things that I did, was people mattered a lot to me. And no matter how much I try to deny it, it's still like they matter a lot to me. So trying to go back to that and just find that in my like roots. And oh my goodness, that's not, oh, I want to eat those rolls. I want to eat those rolls. Oh, that's so cute.
Oh my God. Hi, baby.
Drawn to the camera.
So handsome.
I know.
Getting so big.
By the way, side note, Amelia wrote in her school like Christmas thing, like it's like Merry Christmas, and then I guess they like asked what she wanted, and she goes, "I want a baby." I was like, no.
Best thing ever.
And then she comes home and I said, "Baby, what did you write on this?" She goes, "I said I wanted a baby." I said, "Do you want a real one or a fake one?" She goes, "A real one." She's like,
Aww.
No new friends.
Your sister.
No new friends. But so yeah, that was pretty much it. I felt like I needed you guys. I need to see your faces again because I've been like hiding under my rock. Hi!
Yay, we missed you.
Yay, I know, I missed you guys too. So I'm excited. I'm gonna go make some meal plans for a few people and go set up my group and send out the email I was supposed to send out yesterday to everybody, because I was gonna email all my clients and just kind of be like, "Hi, I sucked because," and like just kind of explain where I was, because I feel like that's just what I do. I like talk about the shit that I've been through because I feel like I'm not alone. Or I tell myself I'm not alone.
You're not.
I'm like, if I'm going through it, someone else is going through it too. So I'm going to go send that email out and like, just kind of like give everybody on my client list, just kind of be like, I'm having this group, 10 days, giveaway. Like we're going to be giving away a gift card every single day for the next, 10 days or whatever. I don't really know what's good gifts that are easy to send, but
those like fitness headbands are easy and quick. I would look through the clearance like sale section on Beachbody. They had some little things that were cheap. Any like old Success Club stuff, old bonus DVDs you didn't use. There was like a ton of like little things that weren't expensive.
okay.
And it actually has been easier to. What?
Is that winter sale still like in effect kind of on something?
The what?
They had like a winter apparel sale, so I think that's on some things like you can still get it at like pretty big discount.
Yeah, there's like some crazy discounts.
Okay. I'm going to go check it out. I wanted to keep like the packaging simple and like not actually like mail it out in a package because I have so many blender bottles, but by the time I ship it out, it's like $15 per blender bottle that I'm shipping out. And I'm like,
it's been like super cheap, like maybe like $6 or something like that.
okay.
It's been like really cheap. Not that you have to do it. Like a gift card, anybody's gonna be excited just to win anything. So whatever's easiest for you.
Okay.
It's gonna be fun.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yay.
Yay. Your challenge was awesome. The 25 days of Christmas.
Thank you. I'm doing my mid challenge group slump where I like go crazy and like I'm late on things and my first post gets later and later and later and I'm like, but I'm trying.
Do you have them planned out for the next few days?
Well, that's what I was doing. Having a calendar has made my life so much easier because I don't have to ever think about what to do. Like I already know what the challenge is.
Can you schedule the post ahead of time?
That's what I should do. I just haven't been able to figure that out. I'm so technologically challenged. But I was going over to my parents' house and like using their stuff and like I don't even need to do that for this. So I just need to like at night do that's what I was doing, a couple days in advance, like 3 or 4 days in advance, just make a little, post for it. And it was making it so easy just to like wake up and post it. But
I was going to say, do you know Natalia?
Yes.
She's in the group and she just did like an event for Pure Romance online for Black Friday, and she scheduled every single post ahead of time. So she set up all the posts and never once went back to the computer. So she could probably tell you how to do it.
In an event, is it the same thing in a challenge? Like are we in an event? What are we in?
No, we're in a group. I'm not sure. I can ask her.
I'll play with it, but you know how it is. It's like you have precious time. It's like you don't have time to just play around with things and figure things out. You just have to like. Who has time to do any of that?
You can probably just Google it.
Right.
Honestly, I can do it on the page.
In a group.
Yeah, the page is easy to schedule because it's like literally that schedule buttons on like pages. But for everything else, I just write it all like in a document, like in a Google Doc. So I can just copy and paste it. That's the only. Yeah. I don't know how to schedule them either, and Hootsuite was way too complicated for me.
Me too.
I'm like, how do you do this? Like, I can connect it to my Facebook page, but I can't connect it to anything else. And I'm like, I don't know how to do this. I ain't got time. I'm the same way. I'm so technology. But then when I figure it out, I'm like, oh my God, I feel like an idiot. Like I feel like an idiot with so many things. I'm like, that was so simple. Like, how did I not figure that out before?
I know.
But it takes like 2 hours to figure it out. Like one little thing takes me like 2 hours to figure out. And I'm like,
me too.
I'm good.
Yeah.
So, but let me
know, tell me
what day you're on, and if you want me to create some like picture post things, I can create.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. That's definitely should be on my list of things to do. Matt is sick tonight, so I get to do some work.
No, I feel you. I'm like, okay, everybody go to sleep. I'm actually working today. I've slumped it out for too long. I had a little bit of ice cream last night. I had some wine. I'm going to go get my workout in, then go do some work.
Yay, good job. Yay. And if we figure out something really good to like do to our challengers that make them feel really good, then we'll pass it along.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to start off with the gift cards. I think that's really something that'd be nice and fun just to welcome. I'm really happy for you. And then I'm definitely going to send out that email to everybody that's in my client base list just to tell them about the new group that's coming up and fresh start and all that.
Yeah, I got a lot of people that I had never gotten before just because it was a 25 days of giveaway group. So
yeah, people
like free stuff.
And when you first started your first video in that group, did you just explain that you wanted people to post, or?
I mean, I pretty much explained it all. I like what I was going to post, what they'd have to do to get the prize, when I was sending out the prizes, like if I ordered online custom for the person, then I'd do it that day. And if it's a package that I have at home, then I send it out every Monday. So that's what I've been doing. And what other things? Like just like the rules of the challenger group or whatever. You know,
okay.
How it works, engaging and stuff like that. So it's pretty simple. And of course you talk to them beforehand. So I had a call with everybody beforehand and kind of explained a little bit, a quick call, not a long one, you know.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. I'll do that.
Yay!
All right,
we
guys.
We can do it!
Yay! See you guys. Thanks for stopping by. Congratulations, Molly, and good luck on your final on Thursday, right?
Yeah, I'm going to study for the next 4 hours. Then I'm going to bed.
At least you have a pretty Christmas tree.
Yeah, you have a really pretty Christmas tree. I love it.
Like